What's good, guys? In this video, I wanted to show you how to make a unique mechanism that scales on cold traffic, and really just how to make a unique mechanism in general. And I see this as such an important component if you want to scale aggressively on paid social, because there's so many people selling the same products or solving the same problem as you do. And that's why you need to stand out from competitors. And that's what a unique mechanism allows you to do. Basically, it's like the distinct process or method or secret sauce, call it, that makes your product stand out as opposed to others. So think of it as like, this is why you are unique. If you are selling if you're helping people sleep better, if you're solving inflammation, if you're doing X, Y, Z, this is why people should choose you over others. Now, most brands and most products fall into either one of two buckets, and we differentiate these two between what we call the high separation medium. And this is when your product is fundamentally different from others. So this could be this product right here. If I just pull them up, it's like, I guess it's like for, it's a back pillow. So to help like solve for X, Y, Z thing, I guess, like, I don't know exactly what their thing is. I think it's back pain. And then I think they're also running like other angles such as sleep, stress, like different types of things. This is one way of like having a unique mechanism where you separate because the thing that you're selling is fundamentally different than other things. So that's like a high separation medium. Another one could be if you're just selling like a supplement. So like there's not a lot of things that separate one supplement from the other, but there still can be, and that's the case on a low separation medium. So you kind of need to differentiate between the two in order to stand out. And I wanted to show you what copy can look like when you have a unique mechanism for a product. So I just pulled up a random supplement, and I actually asked Claude to just give me one or write copy for an offer for a different supplement or random one. So give me this one. And I wanted to show you how like to think about the unique mechanism, because beyond there being two buckets, there's also like two things that we look at. And this is from Stephen Georgi, which we just took, which I thought was super, super cool. And it's kind of having a unique mechanism behind the problem and a unique mechanism behind the solution. And this is, if I had to break it down, so let me just do that. It's basically the UMP, or the unique mechanism behind the problem, is why everything they have tried didn't work. So why didn't the obvious solutions work? And what's the hidden blockers that they didn't know about? So like, for example, for this, I think it was for neck. It's like for some type of pain. I can't even remember the copy I wrote. Let me just pause for a sec. Okay, so this was for neck pain. So imagine you had like something like this. It'd be very easy to say, okay, this is why it solves neck pain. Like you can show it visually, and it just looks different as like this is something they haven't tried before. But you need to go really deep. So like, why didn't the obvious solutions work? What are the hidden blockers? If we go with the neck pain specifically, this is written for solution-aware audiences. So you might know. I'm even not sure how to pull that up, but you have like your unaware, like problem-aware, solution-aware, so on and so on. I don't want to write that out, but this is written specifically for solution-aware audiences. Yeah. So most people think neck pain is a muscle problem. It's not. So this is, again, attacking why the obvious solution didn't work. Inflamed tissue around your cervical spine is squeezing the blood vessels that feed it. And now here's the logic chain. No blood flow means no oxygen. No oxygen means the tissue can't repair itself. And that's why traditional medication like ibuprofen doesn't work. I think that's how you pronounce it. Ibuprofen blocks the pain signal. It never touches blood flow, causing the damage. So now, like, this is the hidden blocker they didn't know about. And again, if you don't have some like a different random product that has like a high separation medium, and you're like competing on different claims and whatnot because you're selling something others are, which happens. Like that's what we saw with sleep supplements. Not with sleep, like the sleep gummies. Like in the beginning, that was a high separation medium, packaging your sleep product in a gummy. But now everybody's doing that. It was the same with Tabs chocolate, where like it was like a sex chocolate, but then there just came a bunch of competitors, and now you need to just differentiate. So this is like a hidden blocker that they didn't know about, that they have no blood flow and no oxygen, and like basically just explaining this is why it didn't work. Now, this is the first part. This is unique mechanism behind the problem. And I just encourage you, like, this video just to, like, help you, like, get into this, I guess, and then you can do some more research on your own. But this is an example of, like, this is what a mechanism on the problem level means. On the other hand, you also need to have, like, the solution. And here we don't talk about, like, our product, blah, 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 it solves this. No, we just talk about how this problem, like, how this solution, the unique mechanism, solves this problem. So we're not saying how this fixes the problem. Like, this doesn't fix the problem at all. It just fixes the unique mechanism behind the problem. So, yeah, basically how it fixes the root cause. So how does it fix the problem behind the obvious problem? And then just explain it logically and don't manufacture any claims. You can just explain this. And one of my favorite prompts is to just ask Claude or whatever you're writing with. Just ask it, like, explain this to me like I'm a fifth grader with an IQ level below 80 and I have ADHD. And then just keep, like, telling it that, and, like, make the copy shorter, make the copy shorter, make the copy shorter, make it more easily understandable. I can't understand it, I have ADHD, and just keep doing that, and you'll get good copy. But this is what it looked like. So imagine here, ibuprofen blocks the pain signal, never touches the blood flow, causing the damage. So the moment it wears off, the pain comes back every single time. Should be the guts here, just for better, like, flow. The only way to fix the neck pain at the root is to restore blood flow to the damaged tissue, but two things are blocking it. First, inflammation. It's wrapping around your blood vessels like a squeezing straw. Nothing gets through. So this is just like, imagine if you're doing video ads. This is really good just painting the picture, and then you can have that in the visuals. And then secondly, fibrin, a sticky buildup inside the vessels themselves, like rust inside a pipe. Then you'd need something here. You need to unleash the pressure and to clear out the rust. And now you can see there's a nice logic chain about how this unique mechanism behind the solution solved this problem. So you need serotepsis to unleash the pressure and atokinesis to clear the rust. The moment both are gone, blood rushes back in. When oxygen rushes, what did I write here? The moment both are gone, blood rushes back in, oxygen rushes back in, and your neck finally gets what it's been starving for. Taking ibuprofen for neck pain is like mopping the floor while the pipe is leaking. It cleans up the symptom, but it doesn't fix the problem. So this is just like a very nice copy bridge that you'd have like in the middle of your copy. So you have your hook, your lead, and then this is like the middle section. But this is how you kind of differentiate yourself in a competitive niche, where you talk about how there's a problem that these people don't know about, which is your unique, or like they have a problem, and then you just explain it to them, and you talk to them about like why obvious solutions didn't work, and then you go into about how your unique solution solves those problems that they didn't before know about. And you don't talk about how your product is different, you just talk about, like, again here in the copy, our product features these two things, but we don't talk about how you need to use this. It's just like, this is how you solve it, and then you introduce it afterwards. You can then have it like a testimonial section, and you can have an authority section, where it's like, X, Y, and Z recommends, or that's why thousands or hundreds of thousands use this product to solve X, Y, and Z, or to get the serotepsis or atokinesis, or whatever it's called. Can't explain it, or can't say it. And that's how you do it. So hopefully this was helpful. This was just like a short video on how to write unique mechanisms that scale on cold traffic, like finding actual good big ideas for your unique mechanisms. That's a whole different like concept and video. You need to do very thorough research, and then I guess like tied into what actually makes your product different, and try to play on that. I also saw a video from Spencer Polev, colleague. He also made a video on like just naming copy, or like naming your mechanisms differently. I also think Carl Milligan was the originator of that idea, which I also like. You can play around with that too. But with that being said, that was that for this video. Before you leave, if you want ad creators on a done for you basis, you can obviously click the link below to apply to work with our agency. There will also be a link for our newsletter, which is just completely free, where I drop much more bold on just like ad creatives, AI ad creative specific, and just like how to make good copy. So yeah, if any of that's interesting, click the link below, and yeah, hopefully you're doing good, and bye.